Hi, my name is Tiffany Thomas. Today, conducting an interview for Art Jr. Today, my shadows are D'Angelo Justina, Maya Hotwire, and Mr. 2.7, supervised by Dr. Silent, the pharmacist. The first thing I'm going to ask you to do is to throw up your macros. Thank you so much. So I'm going to read you the HP rules. Do not resuscitate patients in streets around the hospital, PvP, territory zones, or army base. No attending PvP territory without a rank 7 or above. Do not treat patients with weapons drawn. Do not stand or settle on the main lobby floor. Do not stand on any back bush or surround the hospital areas to chill or take breaks. You can ride around in the city or the floor too if unoccupied, or the cafeteria instead. Do not go AFK while on duty. The punishment is a 3-day ban, demotion, and funds reset. Do not be disrespectful to patients or colleagues. Punishment is immediate dismissal. No combat fighting whatsoever. Break away and run. If you cannot, /help RP4. As far as the desk rules, there's a max of 2 staff per desk in rank order from brown, maroon, blue, white, and then green. Up to 3 staff may line up in the hallway in the same rank order, brown, maroon, blue, white, and then green. As for the med restock, if your wait time is over 5 minutes, you can go on emergency calls or med delivery. If it's under 5 minutes, you can please wait in the cafeteria. As far as the entry rules, for the front door, only a rank 6 and above can enter and exit through that door. For the front parking, only a rank 7 and above. Do not spawn the bus without DCP or CP permission on any day, ever, at any time. Radio checks are mandatory. You must respond using the 10-4 copy macro. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, we're going to jump into our MD rules. MD1, refusal to provide medical assistance. Refusing to provide medical assistance, including performing CPR or giving meds without a justified RP reason, as long as there is no threat to the medic's life, including situations when armed players are present at the scene. Punishment is 1 reprimand from the faction leadership. MD2, providing medical aid during dangerous situations, selling medication or resuscitating players in situations that threaten the life and health of both the medic and the player, included but not limited to during an escalating conflict, an active shootout, a turf war, etc. The punishment is from 1 warning from the faction leadership. MD3, compliance with project rules. Punishment is from 1 warning to 1 reprimand from faction leadership. MD4, improper RP behavior. Failure to adhere to RP rules while interacting with players, while providing medical assistance, or communicating with faction colleagues. The punishment is 1 warning from the faction leadership. MD 4.1, disrespectful behavior. Disrespectful behavior towards any player. The punishment is 1 reprimand or dismissal at the discretion of the faction leadership. MD 4.2, non-compliance with orders. Failure to comply with leadership orders or to observe the chain of command within the faction. The punishment is 1 reprimand from faction leadership. MD 4.3, assault on civilians. Assaulting civilians with a taser, weapon, or fist without an RP reason. The punishment is dismissal from the faction. MD 5, use of weapons. Medical personnel is strictly forbidden from using any weapons. Punishment is dismissal from the faction. MD 6, criminal activity. Intentionally associating with gangs, committing major crimes, including but not limited to theft, vandalism, murder, or joining factions during activities where medic participation is not intended. Punishment is dismissal from the faction. MD7, use of service vehicles for personal purposes. Using official medical transport for personal travel when not on duty, including for civilian jobs. The punishment is 1 warning from the faction leadership. MD 7.1, use of personal vehicles. Using personal vehicles instead of service vehicles to perform faction duties. The punishment is 1 warning from the faction leadership. MD 8, unauthorized issuance of recovery notes. Issuing medical certificates outside of a hospital. Issuing medical certificates for monetary compensation. The punishment is 1 warning from the faction leadership. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, last but not least, we have our RP rules. RP 13, NRP faction actions. Violating RP conduct within the faction, including the unwarranted release of players from jail. The punishment is dismissal from the faction and or from 30 minutes in jail up to a 3-day account ban. RP 14, sexual harassment. Any form of sexual action, including simulation and explicit dialogue or actions, the use of ethnic and/or LGBTQIA slurs, stalking other players, or excessive verbal detail and descriptions with sexual undertones. All sexual actions between players must be performed with the prior consent of all participating individuals. Such actions must not take place in public areas or areas frequently visited by other players, including but not limited to jail, hospital, job zones, parking lots, etc. Punishment is a 60-minute mute of voice and text chat or an account ban ranging from 24 hours to 30 days. RP 15, provocation of faction members, intentionally provoking members of any faction for entertainment or with the intent to disrupt the faction's operations. The punishment is 30 minutes in jail. RP 16, criminal acts against emergency personnel. Any criminal acts committed against emergency medical personnel, punishment is from 90 minutes in jail to a 12-hour account ban. Do you have any questions?
No, I have
No,
no
no
questions.
questions.
Okay, so now we're going to ask you a couple questions. There are 1, 2, 3. Dr. Silent, you asking questions or no? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My first question is going to be, how do you deal with difficult colleagues?
Well, dealing with difficult colleagues is something that I don't plan to have any issues with, but if I would ever interact with another colleague that, I have an issue with, I probably would go to a higher up if things can't be talked out calm, cool, and collectively between me and the other coworker.
Absolutely. It makes no point to sit there and argue. Also, you want to make sure that you are recording and reporting so that when you do report it to the higher up, you will have your, your backup, which is going to be that video. My second question for you is going to be, if you see Dr. Silent outside of the hospital and he's shot and he needs to be picked up, what are you going to do?
I'm going to help my colleague out.
No, you're going to leave him there. We don't pick up anybody at all. In front of the hospital and back of the hospital, surrounding the hospital, on any block surrounding the hospital, none of that. You're going to leave him there.
Okay.
My third question to you is going to be, if you are on floor 1 and you're behind the desk and you're selling med kits and pills, and the patients are basically yelling at you, cursing at you, pointing their weapon, how do you proceed?
First, I'm going to ask them to kindly be respectful. This is a hospital, a place of business. Then I'm going to ask them to put their weapons away before I can serve them anything.
Correct. How do you handle, my fourth question is going to be, I'm on number 4, right, y'all?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. My fourth question is going to be, what steps would you take if you witnessed a faction member breaking the rule?
I wouldn't approach the colleague, of course. I probably would go to someone that's a higher up than my colleague.
Correct. Exactly, yes. You're going to turn that body camera on so you could record and report.
Absolutely. Turn the body camera on and then report to a higher up. Someone that's a higher up than whoever's breaking the rules.
Yes, definitely. Mr. 2.7, can I have your 2 questions?
Of course. I guess my first question would be, what is the ranking of the medics when you're at the desk?
So I believe the green scrubs are at the bottom, and then the blue scrubs, then the brown scrubs, and then the maroon scrubs, I believe.
You're close. So we're going from lowest to high. It'd be green, white, blue, maroon, brown, and then you'll see a white coat.
green, white, blue, and what was after that?
Maroon, brown, and then white coat. And then my second question would be, I guess if you were on a med delivery and like you haven't put your emergency up yet, you haven't dropped those macros or anything yet, and you see somebody on the side and asking for help, are you allowed to help them?
No.
That's all my question.
Miss Maya.
Yes. My two questions for you is one of them is
You're breaking up a little bit, Maya.
can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I couldn't
Yep.
hear you.
Yes. I was saying that are slurs or excessive attention towards someone allowed as a joke?
No, I don't think that is something that should be joked about.
Okay, that's correct. My next question would be, if somebody repeatedly interrupt medical procedure for fun, is that a violation?
Yes.
Okay, that's my two questions.
All right, D'Angelo.
Yeah, Dr. Art, Art.
One
Just give me
second,
one
D'Angelo.
HP rule. Give me one HP rule.
1 second, D'Angelo. Jaquin, this floor is closed for an interview. Can you?
Oh, I was interviewed too. I stayed up here or downstairs.
You can wait in the cafeteria or on the couch if you would like. All right, D'Angelo.
Okay. Art. Give me one HP rule.
Well, one of the HP rules that sticks out to me the most is not administering medication or pills or first aid of any kind to anyone who has their weapons drawn.
Yes, sir. So we can, you know what I mean? That's a good answer. I respect that. My second question to you. I wanna go out on Wednesday and storm the bus, so I can go do my med runs and everything. What do I do? Can I do it?
Nah, spawning the bus is not good. It's not allowed.
All right, good job. So the HP rule that you were referring to would be do not treat patients with weapons, correct?
Yes.
All right. That will conclude the interview for Art Jr.